Welcome back, investors, to Ticker Time News. I'm Adam, and Boston Beer, ticker symbol SAM, SAM, is getting truly slammed after revising its fiscal year 21 EPS sharply lower on a 1-2 punch of a deteriorating hard seltzer market and higher than expected supply chain cost. After withdrawing its fiscal year 21 earnings guidance in early September due to the hard seltzer market implosion, Boston Beer reintroduced a full-year outlook when it reported Q3 earnings results on October the 21st. Although Boston Beer's forecast EPS of $2 to $6 was way below the $18 to $20 projection provided in its Q2 earnings report. The hope was that the worst of the downturn was in the rearview mirror. However, that is clearly not the case, as Boston Beer is now expecting fiscal year 21 EPS of a loss of $1 to a gain of $1. So what happened? With stocks selling off one day and gaining the next, wouldn't it be great to know what the top 10 stocks are in categories like value, growth, dividend, and momentum? Well, great news. We just uploaded our top 10 stocks list for each of those four categories. That's over 40 high quality stocks ready to choose from that are constantly updated, so you always have the best names available. Click the first link in the description and become a member to get instant access to our top 10 value, growth, dividend, and momentum stocks, and so much more. We've done the research so you don't have to. Well, looking back, fiscal year 21 started off with a bang for Boston Beer thanks to a hard seltzers craze that launched sales of its Truly drinks through the roof. At the time, mobility was still relatively constrained, causing at-home drink consumption to rise. This was particularly beneficial for the up-and-coming hard seltzers category, which was rapidly gaining popularity. Because of this, companies like Boston Beer and Constellation Brands, ticker symbol STZ, significantly ramped up production to meet demand, flooding store shelves with cases of an ever-increasing variety of hard seltzer products. However, as people started to get out of their homes during the late spring and early summer timeframe of last year, the bottom quickly fell out of the market, leaving retailers and wholesalers with mountains of inventory. Apparently, the inventory situation has not completely resolved itself yet, causing Boston Beer to lower its fiscal year 21 shipment growth to 15 to 16% from 18 to 22%. Beyond the unfavorable supply-demand situation that's pounding Boston Beer's Truly brand, there are a few other items to consider too. On January 6th, Constellation Brands issued a solid beat and raise earnings report, suggesting that the hard seltzer headwinds had been dissolved, gone, put behind them. Constellation Brands does sell Corona branded hard seltzer products. What Boston Beer's downbeat fiscal 21 guidance implies is that the market is either more oversaturated with Truly products and or demand for Truly has eroded at a more pronounced rate compared to the Corona seltzer products. Furthermore, Constellation Brands took a $66 million write-off in Q2 due to excess inventory of hard seltzers, pushing its beer segment operating margin lower by 530 basis points to 37.2%. In Q3, though, a much more muted impact from the inventory issue pushed its operating margin substantially higher to 41.3%, with Boston Beer cutting its fiscal year 21 gross margin guidance to 38 to 40% from 40 to 42%. There's additional evidence that it's behind the curve related to Constellation Brands. On a positive side, Boston Beer did not change its fiscal 22 outlook, reaffirming its expectations for depletions and shipment percentage increases of between mid to single digits and low double digits. Therefore, it seems that Q4 should be the last quarter that has a meaningful disruption to Boston beer by the hard seltzer's meltdown. Now, the main takeaway is that the hard seltzer headwinds that many believed had already played out have come back to haunt Boston beer one more time, maybe even for the last time. It appears that Constellation Brands is a quarter ahead of Boston beer in terms of moving past this setback. But the fact that Boston beer kept its fiscal 22 outlook unchanged offers a silver lining, suggesting that the end of this headache is finally near. Well, that's what I think about Boston beer right now. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about Boston beer revising its fiscal year 21 EPS lower? And did you ever like their hard seltzer lineup? Make sure to click the like button and share this video to help everyone reach financial freedom. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.